A very good afternoon to Mr. Bob Shaw, Mr. Masari, Mr. Goh, Mr. Nassim, Mr. Tan, teachers, and fellow Massilians. I'm Ellsee from Class 4E1. It is an honor and a pleasure to be here today as one of this year's valedictorians to represent the 4E cohort. In 2019, we took our very first steps here. I'll have to admit, Marsiling Secondary was not my first choice. Neither my second, nor the third. This might have been the same situation for a handful of us. However, at that time, I was unaware of the great things set in store for me for the next 4 years. I recall in lower secondary, we were curious and naive students transitioning to secondary school life. During those 2 years, I'm sure we've made good, bad, and even cringe-worthy memories to laugh at. For me, lower sec was also a period of change. As much as I prioritized having fun, I started to put in more effort into my studies, which was something I didn't focus on previously. I didn't expect that I'd be capable of doing well in school, and that drove me to do my best in all that I do. Next, Secondary 3 was another eventful year. We had to cope with heavier workloads, higher subject demands, changes within ourselves and our relationships with others. Furthermore, it was a year when many of us, including myself, took on leadership positions. I led the student council as head counselor and international dance as president. I was also given the opportunity to perform in SYF last year. All of these opportunities allowed me to foster greater camaraderie with my schoolmates and shaped me to become a confident and compassionate individual. Above all, Secondary 4 is definitely a year that I'll cherish. Time hasn't been on our side. As each day passes, we inch closer to national exams, and the journey has been strenuous. More than ever, I figured that I shouldn't take the time I have left for granted. Personally, I'd say that one of the best moments I've experienced this year was kayaking at Pasir Ris Park. We missed out on attending OBS and many chances to spend time with our classes because of the COVID-19 restrictions. So, I'm really grateful that the school allowed us to bond and have a blast together once more. Now, I would like to formally express my gratitude to the following people who have guided and supported me every day. To my subject teachers, thank you for teaching me everything I need to know and master for the O-levels. To my form teachers, Ms. Roy and Mr. Sobri, who have only joined 4E1 this year, you've done a marvelous job in supporting our class for the past 9 months. I would also like to take this chance to specially mention Ms. Eunice. From the day she first became 4E1's form teacher to her last, she has never failed to spread her kindness and has been an inspiration to us all. Thank you, Ms. Eunice, for touching our hearts. We wouldn't have grown to where we are now without you. Last but not least, to 4E1 and to the rest of my friends, thank you all for making each school day a better one amidst tough times. Not only have we learned together, not only have we learned together, but we have also learned from each other. The memories we made are ones I'll hold dear to my heart, and I'll surely miss seeing all of you daily. With my 4 years in Marsiling, one of the lessons I've learned is that everything happens for a reason. If I didn't end up here, I wouldn't have been able to come by the amazing opportunities I've had. I wouldn't have been taught under some of the best teachers ever, and I wouldn't have met the greatest friends I've had of all time. With this in mind, and as we continue with national exams for the next few weeks, I implore all of you to put in your 100% in this final lap. It's now or never. Excelling with flying colors by the end of our exams will be a result of your hard work. Do know that even during the most challenging times you may face, there will always be someone there to support you. I wish all of you the very best in your examinations and your future endeavors. Thank you for your time in listening to this speech. And thank you, Mausling Secondary, for everything.